Alright, there we go. Alright, so over in the top side, we have I Am Zoe Sorry playing as the blue English player. And then down in the bottom right, we have Alpsi, also playing as English, but in the red. And you know, they're both just going to go for some scouting. I will reveal the whole map, just to see what's going on. Let's take a look at these scouts. So this scout, over from Alpsi, picking up a few sheep. And, ooh, I'm so sorry, being a bit more forwards. Like, Alpsi's kind of going around the back. They're just going to explore their side of the map. But if we look over I'm Zoe Sorry, they're kind of being a bit more forwards. Hoping to get some of their opponent's sheep. And we're not really seeing anything too different. I'm Zoe Sorry getting gold a little bit sooner than their opponent. Let's take a look. Yeah, and they have a forward gold. Ooh, that's going to be difficult to defend later. You know, you look at Alpsi, and this, alright, so they also have a forward gold, and they're building a house over by that as well. So, nothing too strange here. Both players just getting their food up, getting their gold up. And this is pretty standard as far as openings for England goes. Like they both just want to get 400, 200 and then hit H2, and then we'll probably start seeing them put villagers on lumber. And I guess I am sorry, are they just queuing more villagers? Let's take a look. Yeah, they are. So yeah, they're going to cancel those, and we're going to see both players hit H2 basically the same time. I'm so sorry, hitting... We're for like 3 villagers on the council hall. Pulling a lot of villagers over to lumber. Leaving like a bunch on food. So yeah, they're going to have like 4 villagers on lumber, 3 on this council hall. And what's Alpsi going to do? Alpsi is going for 3 villagers on the council hall and 5 villagers on lumber. So there's like a tiny difference here. But it isn't going to be too significant. I guess it's just going to come down to like one of these is going to be slightly smoother in terms of getting that longbow count up. But it isn't going to be too big a difference. Anyway, if you look over at the scores on the right hand side, they're basically even. It's like a tiny, tiny marginal difference. What do we got here? Yeah, just scout from Alpsi, just going to bring their sheep back. And funnily, I don't think either of them actually have scouted each other's bases. Okay. I am sorry. Yeah, so they know what their opponent's doing. This is a little bit bugged. But they know where their opponent is. Their scout took a little bit of damage. They know where their opponent's lumber is. They'll know where their gold is. In the case of Alpsi, still hasn't scouted. Doesn't know that the gold... Or do they? Let's take a look. Oh, they did scout their opponent's gold, but only just. You can just see it on the edge here. And we're going to take a look at the build. Yep, they both hit feudal. At basically the exact same moment. So these are very equally matched players. We could be in for quite a long game here. On the off chance that neither of them are actually able to like, get much of an advantage over their opponent. You know, this is a mirror matchup, and they are both playing English, who are very strong on the defense. They do get that nice defensive bonus from being near buildings, or defensive structures I should say, such as the town centre, towers that could come up. And yeah, Alpsi is now scouting their opponent's base. They see that wood line. And both of them have pretty safe wood lines. Like, I guess you could kind of get longbows to harass around here. But the gold is where both players are going to be vulnerable. But the council hall's right there. And on the side of I Am Zoe, sorry, like they also have their council hall right next to their gold. So, yeah. Neither player are going to have a particularly big advantage going into this game. Both have the same kind of vulnerable gold, but they both have their production right next to it. And they hit age 2 at basically the exact same moment. I think it was actually within like 2 seconds of each other. And, if we take a look at the population, you got 34 on Alpsi versus 34 on the side of I Am Zoe, sorry. So these are probably two of the most evenly matched players you could see. That said, this is the early game, so like what are we gonna see? Like when it comes down to pressure being applied, it's like I Am Zoe, sorry, pushing out. They almost take out that scout, lives on 4 health. And oh, Alpsi, they're gonna get a yeah, they get 1 longbow. Alright, so they're gonna start creating a little bit of an advantage. That 1 extra kill, it's gonna make a bit of a difference, but you need a lot more than that. Like if you look at, for example, where I Am Sorry's production is, like the moment Alpsi reaches that, there's gonna be a whole bunch more longbowmen on the defender side. So if you lose 1 or 2, not the biggest deal. We'll take a look at the map. Yeah, and we're just going to see Alpsi kind of posture a little bit. But that's all they're going to do for now. And oh, we have Blacksmith coming up. They are going to go for the Steeled Arrow upgrades. And on the side... Alright, so this is where they're going to start diverging. I'm sorry. They're going to go for more aggression, more damage, more upgrades. And on the side of I Am Zoe, they're just going to have a bit more economy. They're going to get this mill up. And try and benefit from that. Although berries aren't actually that good a resource of the game. Like they're quite nice, but they have a lower food income than even like farms for the English. So English getting that big farming benefit. Oh, and we got another small clash. Scout taking some damage. Is Steel Arrow done? It is, and Iron Undermesh coming in now. So these longbowmen are going to be pretty stacked compared to the ones of I Am Zoe. And oh, aggressive tower coming out now. Oh, but I don't know about this. That's a lot more longbowmen, and you did not wait for the armor upgrade. So this is actually going to look really bad for Alpsi. They're going to take a big loss here. Just raw numbers going to favor the side of I Am Zoe. And Alpsi pulled the trigger a bit too soon. They did not wait for this upgrade. It was only like 20 seconds out when that fight started. And they just didn't have the numbers. Alright. What's it going to be now? They're still... Oh, Alpsi's still going to try and put in pressure. I don't really like the attacking from the front though. You could hook a couple of longbowmen around the sides. We have the blacksmith coming up from our I Am Zoe now. But they're behind on upgrades, but that isn't going to be the case for too much longer. And, ooh, those berries going down. Alpsi's still on their sheep. I don't know how much they're going to have left. Oh, and yeah, Alpsi. They're going to lose the scout as well. So 1 villager down, 1 scout down. They took a really good fight earlier. And I guess, like, can Alpsi do anything? They do have a 2nd scout out. They will have had to have cut a villager to get that. We'll take a quick look at economy. 31 for I Am Zoe. Alpsi sitting on 34. Ooh. I Am Zoe kind of slipping. Falling a little bit behind. They seem to be taking the fights well, but Not doing so good outside of that. Just a little bit behind on economy. And things like, oh, the berries are out. That's a lot of idle workers. Are they going to notice? Oh, they're not noticing. That's a lot of downtime on food. You really want to put like a mill over here. Oh, this is rough. This is really bad. Alright, they do notice. But that was like a good, what, 10, 15 seconds? For 14 villagers as well? And are they going to scare the deer? Alright, they do a little bit. I kind of want to like kill them as they come in. Oh, that one runs away as well. Oh, that's not good. So it's going to increase a lot of the travel time. And yeah, I am Zoe. Just falling a bit behind on the economy. Alpsi, once it's got into like the kind of early mid game, they're able to keep that villager production up. And they've been on sheep this whole time, so they haven't had to worry about... Right, now they're on berries. Ooh, but we got a fight coming in. I think just raw defender's advantage numbers. Alpsi's gonna take this. And yeah, I am Zoe sorry, just realizes they're like, you know what, you have a bit more longbowmen than I do. And oh, they're gonna lose a few on the retreat, I think. Oh, no, lives. Only just. I don't think they have the camp upgrade though. Let's take a look. They do not. So any damage received here is going to be permanent. That said, they're both just massing longbowmen. So the moment they retreat, get to their base, they're going to have more longbows than their opponent, even if they lost the fight. And I think that's going to be the story of this mid game. Like, Feudal is just going to play out like this. Both of them are just going to be slowly building up their economy behind these pushes, but actually pushing leaves you at a disadvantage. But it keeps your opponent honest when you push out like that. If you just sit back, your opponent can skip making army, boom more, and that puts you in trouble. Ooh, villager goes down. Second villager's coming up behind it. But there is a tower here. And you know, we've got this lovely aura that comes around this tower. Look at that radius. This could be a 25% bonus. It's going to give them a huge sight bonus as well. Let's take a look. Yeah, they can see their opponent's army. Gives them so much vision. You look at Alpsi. Alpsi cannot see that tower being built. Or even see the tower at all. Oh, there we go. Now they see it. I almost would like to see, like, Zoe get a little bit of stone. Get that arrow slits upgrades. That would probably help quite a bit. But yeah, neither of them are going for stone. Alpsi, what are they doing back at home? Houses coming up. Second archery range is out, actually. And they're going for siege engineering. Alright, so here comes the push. They're going to go for rams. They're going to try and knock this down. Do they have the health upgrades? They do not. Textiles has not been researched. And what about I Am Zoe? They do not have textiles either. They did get camp though. They're going to be able to heal these up. If they remember to use it. Oh, they haven't gotten it yet. They're researching it on their second archery range. No economy upgrades. Interesting. Let's take a look over here. You have economy. You do not have any of those. What about mill? They did get wheelbarrow. Okay. So Alpsi actually has one economy upgrade, and I Am Zoe does not have any. Wheelbarrow also very useful for things like pushing. It does give your villagers that little bit of movement increase, so gonna be useful on that front. 88. What are we looking at over here? 93. So pretty even. Take a look at military. Yeah, I'm sorry. A little bit of an advantage here in terms of like stuff killed, but I do think Alpsi just has a bit of a stronger economy. Look at current resources. Yeah, they're just slightly ahead. And they are going to have... Alright, rams are coming up. more outposts. Just want that lovely aura. And actually, if they knock this tower down, that does mean that they can be more aggressive. And not have to worry about that defender advantage, while also having the benefit of their own outpost advantage. And there are no men-at-arms on either side, so these rams are going to be pretty scary. Although, wow, there's so many longbows that they can actually do like significant damage to a ram. It's like almost at half. It's like about 2/3 of its life. And that's just from longbow fire hitting it. How's this fight going? I mean, we've got 30 versus almost 40 from I'm Zori. That's the defender's advantage. Tower goes down though, and these longbowmen on the side of Alpsi are going to be firing a lot faster. Oh, and villagers get pulled. And they're going to try and take this ram down, but nope. This does a little bit of damage. Now Alpsi, they have this nice defensive position they can go to. And this is actually really helping a lot, because look at all of these villagers that got pulled to make this outpost. That's a lot of idle time. These could be getting woods, getting foods. But alas no. Oh, I'm really not a fan of Alpsi just dedicating to this fight. They do not have the numbers. And that's only going to make it worse as it goes on. Oh, even this wolf is like coming in with the assist. Deals like 27 damage to this longbow. Is Alpsi even going to notice? Yeah. A couple of their idle longbowmen helping out there. Oh, this ram, I don't know where it went or why it went there. But it's just going to eat a ton of archer fire and it's just not doing anything. And sadly, that could have been hitting this outpost. It could have been hitting a mining camp or a house. And Alpsi, I think they've just realized they can't win. Better pull back. And I guess move on to the next stage of the game. They have a lot of gold. Oh no, there's a wolf hitting the villagers. Is that actually going to kill a villager? Oh, Alpsi, no, don't, not like this. And yeah, wolf gets a kill, yep. And yeah, then they notice, and they're like, oh, well. Not the end of the world. 48 villagers for Alpsi against the 46 of I'm Zori, so pretty even on both sides. Alpsi losing a lot just to having to build these outposts and getting sniped. But yeah, and oh, they have the camp upgrades. Oh, not healing your longbowman when you can. The camp upgrade done on this side? Yeah, it is. So both players have the opportunity to heal up their archers and are not using that right now. A little bit unfortunate. That does give you, I mean, that would be what, like effectively 2 more longbowmen? And there was the tech gold spent on, you know, getting that upgrade. Alright, here comes camp now. So that is going to be about 2 longbowmen's worth of health that gets healed up there. And every little bit counts. And that said, I believe Alpsi's going to go up to Castle Age. And I Am Zori is not even close. What do they have? I do not have horticulture though. Yeah. Alpsi, they're going to start taking up. Where is this landmark? Wait for King's Palace. I'm sorry, they're just gonna kill this with archers. They have a lot of longbowmen. So, yeah, might as well. Oh, a longbowman snuck around and is actually doing a little bit of harass. That's gonna pull a bunch of villagers off of food for a little bit. And forces the army to respond, which is really important because then you know where your opponent is. So yeah, now they can definitely have all the time they need to finish off this outpost. Just gonna kill this with archers. And yeah, we're just gonna see mass longbowmen versus mass longbowmen. I am curious what the transition is gonna be like, because you know, you look on the side of I Am Zoe, they are not close to having castle. They do not have enough gold. Only just getting up to the food for it. And Alpsi, with that slightly better economy, they have the wheelbarrow upgrades. I believe they're now getting horticulture. Yep, they're getting horticulture. They've got this second town centre effectively now. A big deal. And, they didn't get any of the wood upgrades, but it is what it is. And I Am Zoe is probably panicking right now. They're stuck on feudal for quite a while. They're not gonna be taking up anytime soon. Mining stone, possibly trying to get up to a second TC on feudal. But Alpsi, they're now just gonna start racing ahead. They've got double villager production. You take a look at this income per minute. Oh, it's pretty even actually. Like, I Am Zoe a little bit ahead on foods, on woods. They now have wheelbarrow. Alpsi now has horticulture, so they're about to start kind of leaping forward in the foods. Right, and now we have more blacksmith upgrades. So they got the bigger damage. Are they getting improved longbowmen? Yeah, there we go. Veteran longbowmen coming in now. And they may very well just have a push with really powerful longbowmen. Veteran gives more health, more damage. And I'm sorry, just still not close to getting up to castle. Like, look at that score difference. Alpsi's just going super hard on booming now. 66 economy over against 58. That is not ideal. Alright, and now I Am Zoe, they're like, alright, cool, I can get up to castle. Where are we going? King's Palace. Yep, they want that second town centre. They want to try and catch up on boom. But there is an opportunity here with these veteran longbowmen. If you look at that difference, 80 health against 70, they do 10 damage right now because of that extra blacksmith upgrade. There's a siege workshop behind this. Alpsi, what are you doing? I see mangonels, double mangonel production. And yeah, they're just going to get some mangonels, and I think they're going to go for it. Longbowmen just going to be at this front line. And this could be a very decisive victory for Alpsi, who, while putting on aggression, wasn't quite working out. Like, if we go to the military score, I Am Zoe's like way ahead. But Alpsi was just able to macro better behind all of this. Despite losing villagers on like the pushes, like building those towers, they did lose a few villagers. But they're able to just keep up villager production behind things. And then they gained the leads. They're able to sneak out that wheelbarrow upgrade as well, which helped a bit. And what do we got here? Just still on longbow, I Am Zoe. Let's take a look at their upgrades. Now just getting veteran, but like, okay, that would really help if it was just longbowman versus longbowman. But I believe there are more longbowmen here at this point for Alpsi. 47 against 43. Okay, so not a big deal, but there's 3 mangonels behind this. 4 mangonels. Are we going up to 5? Apparently not. Just gonna stay on 4. Alright, here's... Alright, now getting springolds. Okay. And yeah, 143 population against 122. So Alpsi Just got tearing forwards now. And are they going to get Man-at-Arms to go in front of this? That would make sense. Upgrade for armor clouds coming in. So these are going to be extremely beeful. Beefy. Oh, look at these resources. Oh, I am sorry. Are they going to try and rush Imperial? They have the foods. Oh, I think they're now just going to swap over to... Oh, they're going for the upgrades on the Man-at-Arms. They're going to go up to early, and then they want to get up to regular Man-at-Arms. And then they're going to try and get Ironclads. Oh, Alpsi already has like regular Man-at-Arms. They've got these mangonels. And at this point, they could just push. I'm sorry, has their own mangonels now, so maybe there's like some skill shots that could come in here. Oh, triple Springles. If you look at the damage, they do 120 per shot. That will 3-shot mangonels. So, magic number of Springles, they're going to be able to pick those off. And mangonels. 3 mangonels will kill basically any infantry. Alright, and here comes the fight. Oh, the mangonel shots are pretty good actually there from I Am Zori. Doing some good damage. But the Springles are just going to be able to pick off I Am Zori's mangonels. Oh, they're going to go down. And yeah, oh, look at the damage these mangonels are doing. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Look at the health on these longbowmen. And yeah, just like 1 or 2 more mangonel shots. I think that's going to be game. And yeah, even like decimating the towers is not going to last very long. And, oh, these Man-at-Arms are just not going to hold up. And oh, look at the upgraded advantage. 4-5 versus 6-8. And yeah, oh, mangonel shots. Oh, so much damage. Longbowmen go down. Even villagers going down. And Alpsi, who was already ahead in economy, is now just going to tear through. And oh, Springles dying to longbows. That's not what you want to see. And all of these mangonels have survived. And yeah. Alpsi takes the game. I am sorry. Unfortunately, falls. And that is a well-played game to Alpsi. He takes it. After a couple of rough pushes in the beginning, but I am sorry. Yeah, you can just see it was pretty even, and then earlier Castle Age, better technology. Look at the total resources count. That doesn't really say that much. Alright. Let's go back to the timeline. Villager count. And yeah, they just had a little bit more villagers the whole time. Military. Pretty even. Like, this fight went really bad for them before Castle Age. But able to rebuild, able to get those mangonels and Springles up. And yeah, look at that fight at the end. I am so sorry. Didn't have enough mangonels. Lost a lot to those Springles of Alpsi, and sadly, it was not to be.